incorporating Torani syrup into our pie instead of the traditional peppermint extract and green food coloring. So today what we're going to start off with is a 16-ounce container of marshmallow fluff or marshmallow cream. I just have that in my mixing bowl here. We're also going to whip up 2 cups of heavy cream to stiff peaks, and we're going to add a 1/4 cup of Torani creme de menthe syrup. Now, if you don't have Torani creme de menthe, you can always use regular creme de menthe, or you can use just a teaspoon of peppermint extract and a few drops of green food coloring until you reach your desired color. So,
your desired greenness.
Your desired greenness, that's right. This is a great pie to make for St. Patrick's Day, but it's also a great pie to make for the holidays. I think this is a great pie to make for Christmas and what have you. So what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to whip the cream to stiff peaks. So I'm just gonna pop this in my bowl. Now this cream is cold. I just took it out of the fridge. And we're not gonna add any sugar to it because it will not be necessary. So I'm gonna go ahead and whip this and I'll be right back. All right, I've whipped the cream to stiff peaks and we're just gonna set that aside. And I'm gonna use the same beaters. Sorry, honey. And let's get that out of the way. And I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pour. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. Now, if you're not a fan of the chocolate and mint thing, this is not the pie for you. This is probably not gonna be something Rick enjoys either, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna blend this together. All right, now, it's a vibrant green, but once I got it mixed with the syrup and everything, it wasn't quite as green as I wanted. So I took my Wilton Color Right Performance System and I added some blue and some green food color in there and I made it a better green. So now we've got our marshmallow cream that's minty and green. And now we're gonna take our whipped cream and we're gonna just kind of fold everything together. And then I do have a chocolate graham cracker crust that is homemade, that is setting in the refrigerator. Now, I do have a video on how to make a graham cracker crust. I just simply used chocolate graham crackers for it, that's all. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna fold it together. And when you fold, if you don't know, you plunge down in the center and you scrape up under the bottom and you fold it back into the center until you don't see any streaks of green or white, that you just only see a beautiful color green. Now, this is a no-bake pie, obviously, because I didn't say that, so maybe it's not obvious. I'm sorry, I shouldn't assume that. We're gonna put this in the refrigerator for at least 4 hours before we cut it. And the gelatin that's in the marshmallow cream is actually what's going to help hold this together and make it really beautiful. And when you cut into it, your slice is gonna hold together really, really well. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish folding all this together and I'll go get the pie shell and I'll be right back. All right, I got my chocolate graham cracker crust out of the fridge and I did make it a little bit on the thicker side because to me, when you have just a little more stability, it's a lot easier to slice it and get it out of the pan and it makes for a prettier slice. So you don't want to overfill it, but you want it to be nice and full. Now this is gonna have to go in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours to set up and get nice and thick. This tastes amazing, by the way. You could just like put your extra filling into a little juice glass or something, or into a little mason jar, and you can let that set up too, and you can just serve it by itself. I'm not gonna do anything to this at this point. I'm gonna let it set up, and then we'll go ahead and we'll decorate it when it comes out of the fridge before we serve it. And there you have it. Delicious grasshopper pie, a southern tradition, I can't wait to dig in. What I did with my slice of pie is I put a little whipped cream on the backside because I like a little extra whipped cream on mine. And I drizzled it with a little Torani dark chocolate sauce. I'm going to be tasting this today. Mint and chocolate is not one of Rick's favorite flavor combinations. So let's dig in here. It's beautiful. Oh man. It's very delicious. The mint flavor is not overpowering. It's not overly sweet, but it's rich and it's creamy and it's beautiful. Oh, it's good. You want to taste it?
Sure. Not bad.
It's not bad. I've gone ahead and I've decorated the pie with just some swirls of whipped cream and some Andes mints. Oh, it's perfect. Now, be warned, this is a soft pie. It is going to spread a little when you take it out. And if you want to serve perfect, beautiful slices, I do recommend that you put it in the freezer for about 15 minutes before you're going to serve it. It'll make it a little easier to cut and get out of the pan. And then the other thing I wanted to mention, if you're worried about the filling being a little too soft, if you are a canner and you have instant clear gel on hand, you can throw a couple of tablespoons of instant clear gel into the pie filling mix, and that will help to stabilize it and keep it nice and firm. And that way you'll get really beautiful slices that are not going to be too soft. I hope you give it a try and I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya.